All right, so ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday. Let me show you what we're doing and then we're going to go off and do it. But today should hopefully just be quiz and that's it, okay? So, we are going to talk a tiny bit just about what are like some of the things that our quiz is going to talk about that maybe you've forgotten since last year. And then after that, I actually want you guys to get set up on math testing. We're not going to do it today, okay? But since we have the time today, I think that today would be a good day for us to just to make sure that when it comes time to math testing, which is going to be next Wednesday and next Thursday of next week. Friday we have no school next week. Yay! Monday you have no school next week. Yay! But it's a 3-day school week. So you're no 4-day school week. So next week you only have school Monday through Thursday. But we're going to math test Wednesday and Thursday of next week. And I want to make sure because sometimes you do need all full 2 days that you're ready, like your computer is ready. Because I know that some of you are on your Chromebook, some of you are on your laptop, some of you are at home. Yes, Rowan? No. So next week, Friday off. Next week, Monday off. Yeah, I know, it's kind of confusing. And then once we do that, after we get set up and everyone's okay, then we'll go ahead and take our quiz because it's just 10 questions, multiple choice. So it hopefully is not too bad, okay? So let me go over a couple things with you just so there's no question with how things are worded, okay? So you don't need to write this down, but just listen. This will literally take me 5 minutes, okay, to explain to you. So when we're talking about slope is the same thing as saying rate of change, right? So if we have, let's say, a table, and I know that in a table, I always have my X's on top and my Y's on the bottom. Let's say that my numbers are, I don't know, 1, 3, 5, 7. And then on the bottom, let's say I have like -10, -5, 0, and then +5. So first of all, I have to see if this thing is linear, okay? So does anyone remember, how do I figure out if a table is linear? Yes.
All right, so it has to be like plus or minus, like a set rule.
Yes.
On like each side, so like +2, +2, +2, like that's linear on the top or whatever. And then down low, it's like +5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically have to find an adding and subtracting pattern, okay? So on top, it's +2, +2, +2. On the bottom, it's +5, +5, +5. So since you have adding or subtracting rules on the top and the bottom, hush please, then you know that this is linear, okay? But my question is, then if they were to ask you what is the rate of change, what is the rate of change? Is it 2 or 5 or something different? Does anyone think they know? Is my rate of change, is my slope 2 or is it 5 or is it just something completely different? Kip, what do you think?
I think it's completely different.
Yeah, so some of you are like, no, you're adding 5. That's your rate of change. No. So remember your slope, if you still remember that beautiful song that I sang to you on Friday, it goes like this. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, right? So if you have, let's just grab 2 points. 1 comma negative, no, I don't want those. Those are negatives. Negatives are yucky. 5 comma 0, 7 comma 5. Let me just grab 2 points here. And they're not negative, so it's easier to work with. X1, Y1, X2, Y2, Y sub 2 minus Y sub 1 over X sub 2 minus X sub 1. Notice how your slope is 5 over 2 or 2.5, right? Because you're dividing your Y's by your X's. So anyways, that's your slope. Now, I want to just clarify. Sometimes this slope is called the additive rate of change because you're adding 2.5 for every single number. So that's called your additive rate of change. Okay, it's basically the same thing as saying your slope is 2.5. So let's say my rate of change was -2.5. That's okay. Even if it's a negative number, you would still say that it's an additive rate of change of -2.5. Okay, you wouldn't say that it's like a subtractive rate of change. You're always doing it just in terms of adding, so it's just called your additive rate of change. Okay, So that's all I wanted to clarify. Slope is the same thing as saying rate of change. And rate of change can also just be saying, what is your additive rate of change? Okay? All right. At this time, I need all of you to turn on your computers. Let's try to see if map testing will work. So, online kids, you too, okay? I'm going to drop a website for you to type in, and we need to
I'm so bad.
What?
Sunday Jones profile.
That's very unkind.
Tyler, I completely missed what you said.
He's coming.
I have a question about map testing. How are we going to do that?
Oh, I know. Okay. Let me get the link first and then I'll show you. Okay. It's actually not so bad. So, for those of you who are online, I'm going to drop this link in the chat box for you to click. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. All right. So, for everyone else, okay, so get signed on. You're not going to LT1.
You join the meeting or
Do you want to join the meet? Would it be easier?
to get the link. I feel like it would be easier.
Okay.
Just leave immediately. I mean, there's.
So if you want to join the link, you can join the link. If you don't want to, I can just like say verbally what it is. Now, here's the thing. If you're using a school Chromebook, are any of you using a school Chromebook? Then don't log in. Because the map test actually on the school Chromebook, you don't need to log in for. But if you're not using a school Chromebook, then you do need to log in and get to Google, okay?
Wait, can you put the link?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. So if you're on a school Chromebook, I really don't think you should have any problems. Don't log in. But when you open up your computer, there should be like a little apps. And if you hit the little apps thing on the lower left-hand screen, then you should see like, what is it? It's called NWEA, right? So just click that. And then it should say like NWEA secure testing, and then you're good. So if you think that, or just let it load, just so that you can get to a screen that says like session name, ID number, session name and session password. Don't log in with your LTISC because that doesn't work. Because I have to give you a specific session name and a password. And we haven't started map testing yet, so I'm not going to give that to you. But as long as you can get to that screen, then you should be good. So hold on. I know that some of you are lost, but this is your end goal, okay? You want to be able to get to a screen that looks like this. So for those of you who are on a school Chromebook, this should be really easy for you to get to, for it to just look like that, okay? So if you're on a school Chromebook, if you can get to that window, then you're good. Even if you are at home, I believe if you're on a school Chromebook, if you go to the very bottom where it says apps and then you click NWEA and you see that screen, you're good. Okay, now everyone else who is not on a school Chromebook, this is the website you're going to. If you couldn't see on the board. Okay. Oh, sorry. That was way too big. There we go. Can you see it now? Right there. So https://test.mapnwea.org. Once you type that in and hit enter, then you should be able to see this screen. Oh, not that screen. If you see that screen, I can easily help you. You see this screen right here? Okay, so if you see this one, oops, where's my test window? I think that you have a pop-up blocker that is not letting it load. So on the very, if you go to your web address bar, there should be a little button here that says allow pop-ups for this website. Do you guys see that maybe? So allow pop-ups for this website, then it should work. Yes, Kip?
Can I see the website?
Yes.
Wait, how do we allow pop-ups again?
Okay, so if you see this screen, then like right here where you have your, like where you type in the web address, there should be something on the right-hand side that says like allow pop-ups, or there's like a little thing, I can't see it on mine for some reason, but, oh, right here. Do you see this? So, oh no, that's not it. There should be something like a little icon right here. If you click it, it should say something about pop-ups. And if you can't find it, that's okay. Once everyone starts their quiz, you can share your screen with me. Okay, so your end goal is to try to get to that screen that says session name, session ID, all that stuff. Okay. All right. So at this time, we have plenty of time to do 10 questions, multiple choice. Okay. I'm going to help the online kids first because they're farther away. So if you are an online kid and you still couldn't get your map session to load or work or show, stay on, and then I'll help you one by one, and you just have to share your screen, okay? If you are good to go, then you're good to go, and I'll see you guys tomorrow after you finish your quiz. Guys, just as a reminder, you have